Yesterday, guys, we managed to actually buy the bottom, long the bottom, and then also short the top on Bitcoin. However, I actually got stopped out of my short taken from 68k because Bitcoin literally in the morning and I guess technically night went back, hit 68k. However, we haven't yet lost it. We literally are dropping after seeing a sort of a pump happen midnight through the I guess the new day open. We literally saw Bitcoin stop me out and then drop lower. However, even though I did get technically stopped out of the short, it was a successful one because obviously yesterday we had taken the long from the low here, and then after that we literally took a short together on stream live, and it ended up being an amazing short trade to be taken because Bitcoin literally dropped after that from 68k all the way lower to 66, and then afterwards we literally saw Bitcoin go back, hit the value area. As I always teach, I literally have a video about it on how to kind of follow the trend and get a continuation trade, where we literally saw Bitcoin make the low, the take of liquidity, build some volume, and then also go back, hit that section of volume, and then go again. Obviously, unfortunately, it did take me out and stop me out in profits, but right now I'm still holding on into my long. I'm still into the long that I took from 65.8, but I did end up taking 50% profit, but then getting stopped out on the short. So now let me quite make it clear for everybody who's looking to actually either hold shorts, hold longs, or also enter new ones. Obviously, Bitcoin hasn't done something quite different. To be honest, I'd say even the retest, the extra retest we had seen, I guess yesterday night on Bitcoin at 68.2, where we took out the high we made yesterday, I see it as an added kind of extra confidence boost in regards of Bitcoin actually not being able to hold and reclaim 68k, but rather kind of I'd say confirmed. Nothing is ever confirmed, but if I was hypothetically speaking or figuratively speaking, we have technically made a second fake out to actually structurally kind of guarantee the structure, bearishness structure on Bitcoin. We have been making highs, lower highs, and lower lows on Bitcoin. As I've said, guys, that Bitcoin just needs to lose 66k for it to start dropping back below to 60. If I take the regular volume profile pull we've been taking, we can clearly see that right now we have taken liquidity and then taken more of liquidity, and then obviously we just need to lose 66k. I say need because obviously I'll make more money if we drop. However, I also got the long from lower, so if Bitcoin just holds on to this section, we don't lose 66k, maybe we can try again for the third time to break 68k. If we actually become able or are successful at doing that, maybe we can actually delay the threat of going to 60, so that would be an option. However, with the facts being that Bitcoin is not currently able to break 68k, as long as it remains to be resistance, to be honest, structurally it does look like Bitcoin kind of wants or is gearing towards going lower towards 60. However, obviously I would never ever spread FUD or tell you guys to sell or short now. If you are somebody who somehow, some way managed to not get stopped out of the trade after we put it at entry with profits, then obviously continue. If you're holding the short from the top above 68k, hold it on because maybe Bitcoin can drop lower. If you have a short from higher, keep it going because Bitcoin hasn't yet done anything bullish. However, obviously, even though structurally we could be going lower, we could be losing 66k and then dropping to at least the wick, and then finally maybe gradually make our way to 60. I will never ever tell somebody to be selling or shorting at the bottom. If you manage, or if we manage even together today to be looking for a trade, let's just say maybe we can catch a little kind of scalp time frame trade where Bitcoin gets some sort of a bounce or a pump from the upside, maybe we can find ourselves a little short to maybe take it lower. However, if Bitcoin just never ever pumps, if we don't pump from here, then obviously I'm going to be happy because I'm also still holding shorts from higher, but I wouldn't be just shorting randomly. Just understand to maybe, just maybe, it would be smart of you to avoid taking longs if Bitcoin starts breaking 66k. To be honest, it remains to be support. However, structurally we must today, or even for the foreseeable future, hold 66k, reclaim 68k so that we don't drop to 60k.